What is going on? Welcome to the Second of Strength podcast, wherever you're at. I hope you're doing well. Thank you always for spending your valuable seconds with me. This is kind of an impromptu episode that I just felt on my heart that I needed to share. I had a mom reach out to me on Instagram, and I won't go into it because I guess she asked me not to share, but here I am. So really, I'm not going to share anything about that message. I'm just going to talk about, one thing that I recommended to her. And she was talking about her teen daughter. Again, won't go into context about any of that, but she just said, I'm second guessing the decision that I made. And then she went into details about what that decision was and what was going on. And my advice back to her was simply this, and I think this is why it's so important that I share this today, is my advice back to her was, please don't second guess the best decision you could have made at the time that you made that decision. And I think too often in our lives, we hold ourselves hostage for things that we chose in the past that didn't go the way we wanted, right? And I think that this mom, and many times in my own life where I've made a decision and I thought it was the best decision, and maybe in the moment it was, I don't know, but because of that decision, this cascade of events happened, and it turned out that I maybe should have chosen something different, or maybe I should have done something different to get, that would have been a better, I guess, produced a better outcome than it produced in that moment. And so we then just go into full on attack mode in ourselves, and we just attack ourselves for decisions that we've made that didn't turn out the way that we thought of, when we just kind of go, man, if I would have done this, I should have done this, if I could have done this. And we live in this space of man, what could have been had I done something different? But here's the facts. You didn't choose something different. Yeah, you could have, but you didn't. And so what I told this mom is, please don't hold yourself hostage for a decision that you made, the best decision that you possibly could have made at the time that you made that decision. And whether it went the way you wanted or whether it didn't go the way you wanted, it doesn't really matter, because you're standing here today with a decision already made, a today that is where we're at, and a future that has not been created or set yet. So what I told her, and what I hope that you walk away with this, whether you're a mom, whether you're a dad, whether you're a teenager, whether you are, I don't know who listens to this, to be honest, but whatever age you are, it doesn't really matter. I want you to have a next best mentality. You made a decision, great. Right, wrong, and different doesn't matter. What is the next best decision that you can make to move towards where you need to be in your life? And so for this mom, it was, what's the next best decision that you can make for your teenager to help them? For you, if it's business, what is the next best decision that you could make for your business? If it is personal growth, great, you messed up. Or he didn't even mess up. You made a decision. Now you need to make a new decision. What is the next best decision you can make to grow into the best future version of yourself? And if you're a teenager and you're struggling with things that you're struggling, and maybe you made a decision that you shouldn't have made, that in hindsight you shouldn't have made it, well, what is the next best decision that you can make now? How can you rectify that? And here's the thing. The next best decision can be really hard. It doesn't mean it's going to be easy. The next best decision can be excruciating painful, because sometimes we now know that we have to right a wrong, right? And so what is that next best decision that you can make? And I always talk about it. I mean, it's the name of the podcast. Here we are, and you're here because of it. And I hope that you are embedding this mindset into your mind, into your thought process of using your 1 second of strength. You are 1 second of strength away from another decision. You are 1 second of strength away from changing your life. You are 1 second of strength away from choosing a new path in your life that can bring you hope and happiness and all the things that you want in your life. And it might be really hard. It might be hard to make that choice. It might be hard to do that thing in the moment, but that's what your second of strength is for. You have to choose to overcome comfort, choose to overcome pain, choose to overcome difficulty, choose to overcome all of these challenges that you're facing or that might come from making this choice. Choose it anyway. find your 1 second of strength and choose the choice that is the next best option for you in your life so that you can become a better version of yourself, so you can help the person that is standing next to you, so you can walk into your potential, so you can help somebody else walk into their potential. Whatever it is, you are 1 second of strength away from the next best decision of your life that is going to change your life for the better. And you're going to make that choice, and you're going to go down the road a couple of weeks, a month, or whatever time, and you're going to look back and you're going to be at another decision point. Did I make the right choice or did I not? It doesn't really matter because you made the choice. So what is the next best choice that you can make from there? Life is filled with next bests and second of strength to choose that choice. That's what it's filled with. Every single day you are faced with choices. And you get to choose and make the next best choice based on the knowledge you have at the time, based on what you know, based on who you are, based on what you've learned. You make these choices, and then you make the next choice, and then you make the next choice. And when you live your life with that next best mindset, using your 1 second of strength to choose even the hard things or the easy things, but choose those things, then every day you don't live with regret. You live with the knowledge that you chose the best thing at the time, but tomorrow is always a new day. There is always hope in tomorrow, because every day you get to choose again. Every day you get to decide who you want to become and what the path is to get there. And I promise when you do that, when you focus on that next best, I say it all the time. I tell my baseball team, I coach my little 8-year-old, 9-year-old baseball team. I guess they're 9U now. But look, they miss a grounder. They strike out. They make a mistake. They're 9 years old. We all make mistakes. And like in this life, we are all like 9-year-olds. We make mistakes every single day. We make wrong choices all the time. What is the next best thing? The next best thing is to get down on that grounder, to get back up to bat, to take another swing, to try again. Choose the next best. And I promise when you do that, your life will be filled with future possibilities instead of past regrets. And there is nothing better than that. So wherever you're at, I hope you're doing well. What is the next best choice you can make? And I promise all it takes is that 1 single second of strength to do it. So wherever you're at, I'll leave you the way I always do. Go find your 1 second of strength and be happy.